Hello and welcome to the Robo Samurai channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing the first robot in the set here called the Transformers Legacy Creatures Collide. And it consists of Autobot Goldbug, Ransack, Sky Wasp, and Predacon Scorponok. And the first one I'm going to be reviewing is this little guy right here. But before I do that, let's take a look at this packaging and see what we got going on here. So stand aside here, Autobot Goldbug, and you can see on the top here they've got these holes. So you have, there's the different headshots for all these guys. And then, pretty much plain old packaging, not much else. And then here is the preview of everything we're going to be reviewing. So just to show you that. That's it's a nice little box. Pick this up at Target. And so let's get on to the review of this guy. This is Autobot Goldbug. And so he's based off of the Throttlebot. The G1 Throttlebots were basically you rolled them back and then they would pop open and automatically transform. But basically, Goldbug, in the continuity of things, he was the one that... he was reformatted from Bumblebee, so technically that's what he is. So let's go on ahead and so he comes with this accessory here, which is actually this accessory. It's the same one that all of the Bumblebees in the War for Cybertron trilogy came with. So it's basically this thing here. You attach this to this, and then he gets like a bazooka, essentially. You can also unfold this piece out here. It's all kind of modular, and he can also hold it if he wants to, it's cast in yellow, this goldish yellow and this blue, and then he has these blue things here. This middle piece here, this middle gun is cast in black, and then this piece here, which has two pieces you can take off, those are cast in blue, and this is cast in blue in that goldish color, but it is painted black, as you can see. So this is pretty much standard. You can take a look at some of my other videos that I have on this. I'm not going to go and do a full-on review of this, because I've done it in the other videos. So if you'd like, just kind of take a look at those there, and just know he can take both of these and he can hold them. Standard 5mm ports, yada yada yada, all that. So he can have two guns if you want, and he can go blasting away. So very cool stuff. Let's go on ahead and get these out of the way. Okay. By the way, this is what the instruction book looks like. It's just a massive set of 4, and it's got a lot of things. We'll be talking about these as we go along and work through this set together here. So, and let's take a quick close-up look here at Goldbug, and you can see that they've done a really nice job on the head sculpt. It is on a ball peg, and let's see if we can't get a little bit closer in. And the reason why I have this cowling over like this instead is because that's kind of how the original Throttlebot actually looked. There was actually this kind of this cowling that was over him, and the instructions say go on ahead and do this, right? So this is how we're used to seeing this, but I kind of like this right here when we put it back. It kind of gives him that, makes me think that he's more of a Throttlebot. But anyway, you can see there's a Tampo logo right there. He's painted in a nice gold, and if he's not painted in a nice gold, he's cast in a nice goldish kind of plastic. So, but there's a lot of paint on his legs here, well, at least his feet, not his legs, in the crotch area, up here on his shoulders, and you can kind of see from the back here what we're dealing with as well. So, let's do a little bit of comparison. So here's the previous release of this, and this is the only other. So this was a Walmart exclusive. It was for the Netflix War for Cybertron series boxing, which is a white box. And this is kind of what it looks like here. So yeah, and these are the only two that you will find, I think. I might be standing corrected on this one, but that actually have the Volkswagen logo, or not logo per se, but it's really the Volkswagen, Beetle which is what it really is. Design, and you can see how I have Bumblebee here. He's kind of got the backpack in the other direction there, but since the heads are different, yeah, could I swap the heads out? It'd look funny on this. Actually, I like the gold on this one. This one looks very orange. Now, they did make another pack, and they did give us another Bumblebee, and then this here is actually based pretty much on so he transforms into basically Cliff Jumper's alt mode, which looks like this. So just yellow. Just imagine this yellow, and that's what you have with that one. But not a Volkswagen Bug or anything like that. So, but this is what they gave us, and this is still kind of an interesting, toy. And it's got its own symbol and all that other stuff. And I did do a review on this one as well, so you can look in my archives. I'll link some of these reviews at the end of the video. Regardless, this is the only other one that actually has like the Volkswagen Bug or Beetle, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, and so that's what it looks like. And I really like the gold on this, and I've always liked Goldbug in that sense of the word. So let's talk a little bit about the articulation. All of them basically have the same thing. They all have this nice wrist swivel. They got the elbow bend. They've got the bicep swivel. They've got, you can stretch out his arms out like this. Oops, not that far. And then he also has like I think these are universal hips, so you can give him, you can go all the way on both sides. You can do the splits. He's got a nice knee bend, and then technically, like right there, that's an ankle rocker. So even though it's a big foot, that's what we got going on there. And like I said, I really enjoy this head sculpt. I think this is a really decent job for. Let me see if I can get this focus for you guys. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, it's really nice. Again, it can go all the way around and whatnot. So let's go on ahead and get him into his alt mode. Now, I'm going to go ahead and pull this piece off here. And there's a peg right there. And we can go ahead and collapse that back in there. And we'll set that aside. The next thing we want to do is take these arms, swivel them this way, and then pull them back up like this. Do the same thing, right angle, turn it this way, and then pull it back up like this. Then what we're going to do is I'm going to take this and turn him all the way around at the waist. Then we're going to bend him down like this, lift up this hood piece, fold, or this, whatever. What do you call this? The cockpit? I don't know, whatever. Take this piece, fold it out, and then open up these here. The next thing we want to do, so we kind of got this thing going on, right? The next thing we want to do is open up these back doors on his feet. And you can see the wheels there. And then going ahead and just fold these up like so. And then bring this whole assembly over. Push these wheels back. Pull that all the way back over. Now, let's just tab all this together, shall we? So, so we're going to take these, and these doors here, there's a slot on the side of his legs, and then there's a peg right there. So you want to make sure that those line up into that. Those snap together. And then this here, you may want to be real careful with this because it's painted, right? Just make sure we get that inside, these tabs inside, and then make sure it's all closed like this. Then you can kind of close this on top of it. Whoops. There. Tighten it up at the end there. Flip the wheels out like so. And then these may have gotten a little misaligned, but you do want these to still kind of be at right angles there. And then we're going to take this, and there's two posts right there. Take the two posts, plug them in here, and then slide them down on his fists. And then that'll close up the rest of this. And then you have Goldbug in his vehicle mode, in his alt mode, as it were. And it rolls just fine. Looks great. Let's take a look at this real close up and make sure that we've got everything kind of the best we can. It's a little bit of gappiness there, but you know, that's a little bit to be expected, unfortunately. So yeah, we got those there. It closes up just a little bit better on this side. You can see they have the VW logos on the hubcaps right there, and then you can kind of see the front here. Looking really nice, really nice. And you can see the back here. And yeah, he's got like the classic, and then there's a little blank license plate thing there. But yeah, that's pretty cool stuff. And there he goes right there. So yeah, so that is Goldbug. Let's go and transform this. Do the same thing, right? So and then we can kind of compare their alt modes side by side and see what we got here. And if you didn't notice, this is a very orange, very orange kind of vehicle here. Not sure if Bumblebee was originally that orange, but oh well. Hey, you know, we work with what we got. And I'll do this maybe just slightly differently than I did the last one there. So, but it's all the same. Oh yeah, like this. Fold these back. Fold this all the way over and in. Make sure this is tucked in, and then push that in there. Push that in there. Cram it all together, and there you go. Oh wait, he's back. Slam and slam. See, pretty easy, intuitive transformation. Nothing too complicated, right? So, there we go. You want to see that again? Okay, so there we go. So here's the original Bumblebee. Well, original. Okay. And then there's Goldbug right there. So that was the Netflix War for Cybertron packaging. That was an exclusive at Walmart. And then this one here is actually it's supposed to be an exclusive with Target. This whole Creatures Collide pack is supposed to be just an exclusive for Target. So, yeah. And so, I could do it again. This one, why not? Let's do it again. We got enough time. Flip, flip, turn, flip, pull, collapse, swivel, right angle it, swivel, right angle it, open, open, flap, turn all the way around, come down, collapse. These all transform exactly the same, even though this kind of transforms into a slightly different car. Yellow cliff jumper. No, not yellow cliff jumper. It's supposed to be Bumblebee, you know. So there we go. And then you can take this, fists in there, and collapse, collapse. There. And when I originally did the review on this one, I really liked it too. I still like it. Maybe in some ways, instead of cliff jumper, it reminds you of maybe, you know, the movie version of Bumblebee. But yeah, there's the 3 Bumblebee. Well, it's technically not Bumblebee, but practically it is. So there we go. We've got those 3 there. Yeah, what do I think? Oh, yeah. Now, what do I think of this figure? This figure is great. I mean, I love the way that, you know, it is basically a Volkswagen Beetle, Bug, whatever you want to call it. And I like the coloring of it. I've always liked the gold coloring of this and the blue. I think it's great looking all together. And yeah, I think it's totally worth a buy. Now, the question you have to ask is it going to be worth it for all these other 3? And we'll be reviewing the rest of those this coming week. And maybe a little bit into next week, depending on the time. So, with that, I would say thank you for watching this video. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, consider subscribing. That would really help me out. And I will talk to you guys next time.